There was a man who got slapped in public, humiliated, in front of everyone. And instead of standing up, instead of facing his enemy, he ran to his brother, the powerful one, the connected one, the one who could destroy anyone with a single phone call. "Help me," he begged. "Make him pay." And his brother smiled, not kindly, knowingly. "Leave it to me." 3 days later, the man who slapped him disappeared. No trace, no explanation. Gone. And the man felt something he mistook for victory. But it wasn't victory. It was the beginning of the end. Because asking someone else to fight your battle doesn't protect you. It enslaves you. Forever. This is the darkest truth about revenge. About toxic help. About the dangerous line between receiving support and becoming someone's puppet. And if you've ever asked someone powerful to solve your problems, this story is a warning. His name was 29 years old. Quiet. Sensitive. The kind of man who avoided conflict like fire avoids water. He had a small business, a modest apartment, a girlfriend who loved him for his gentleness. Life was simple, peaceful, until it wasn't. It started at a local market. Nandan had a dispute with a supplier, a man named Karan. Loud, aggressive, intimidating. Karan wanted more money than the deal originally stated. Nandan refused, politely, firmly, and Karan, in front of a dozen people, slapped him. Hard. The crowd gasped. Some looked away. Some whispered. And Nandan, he stood there, cheek burning. Pride shattered. Not because of the pain, because of the helplessness. He couldn't fight back, not physically, not emotionally. He didn't have the courage. And in that moment, something dark was born inside him. Not anger, shame. That evening, Nandan sat in his apartment. His girlfriend, Mira, touched his swollen cheek. "What happened?" he told her. She was furious. "You need to report this. Go to the police." But Nandan shook his head. "It won't matter. Karan knows everyone. He'll make it worse." Mira frowned. "Then what are you gonna do?" Nandan stared at the wall. "I know someone who can handle it." That someone was his older brother, Vik, a man with connections. Money, power, the kind of man who solved problems not through justice, but through force. Nandan called him, told him everything, and Vikram listened. Calmly, patiently, like he'd heard this story 1,000 times. "Don't worry," Vikram said. "I'll take care of it." Nandan felt relief wash over him, the first relief he'd felt in hours. 3 days later, Karan Bani said his shop closed, his phone disconnected. No one knew where he went, no one asked. And Nandan, he felt something rise in his chest, not guilt, satisfaction. A dangerous, intoxicating satisfaction. He deserved it, he told himself. And for a while, the belief felt like peace. But peace built on someone else's power is never real peace. It's borrowed. And borrowed things always come due. Within a month, Vikram started calling favors. Small ones at first. "Lend me some money. Deliver this package. Meet this person at this address." Nandan complied. Because how could he refuse? Vikram had done him a favor. A massive one. To say no felt like betrayal, like ingratitude. So he said yes. Every time. The favors grew darker. The packages became suspicious. The meetings became uncomfortable. Nandan started feeling uneasy. Something wasn't right. But every time he tried to pull back, Vikram reminded him. Not verbally. Never verbally. But with a look. A pause. A subtle shift in tone that said, "Remember what I did for you. Remember who you owe?" And Nandan shrank. Every single time. One night, the police came. Not for Vikram. For Nandan. They arrested him outside his apartment. Mira screamed. Neighbors watched, and as they put him in the car, Nandan called Vikram. Desperately. Help me, please. I didn't do anything wrong. The line went silent for a long moment. Then Vikram spoke. Coldly. Distantly. You should have learned to fight your own battles, Nandan. The line went dead. Nandan sat in the cell. Alone. Betrayed. Destroyed. Not by Kiran. By himself. By the decision he made that night, when instead of standing up, he handed his power to someone else, and that someone used it. First to help him. Then to control him. Then to discard him. Like a tool that had served its purpose. Months later, released on bail, Nandan sat with an old mentor, a retired judge who had known his family for decades. Nandan told him everything. The slap. The brother. The favors. The arrest. The mentor listened without interrupting. Then he said something that rewired Nandan's entire understanding of strength. The slap hurt for one day. But asking someone else to avenge it cost you years. Because the moment you let someone fight your battle, you gave them the key to your cage. And people who hold keys don't give them back willingly. Nandan frowned. So what was I supposed to do? Just let Karen get away? The mentor shook his head. No. You were supposed to face it yourself. Report it. Stand up, even if the outcome wasn't perfect. Even if it was messy. Even if Karan walked free. Because fighting your own battle, even losing it, builds something inside you that no one can take away. But letting someone else fight it, that builds nothing. It only creates debt, and debt, in the wrong hands, becomes a leash. Here's the brutal truth. You're looking for someone to save you right now. Someone powerful. Someone connected. Someone who can make your problems disappear without you having to face them. And when that person appears, it feels like a blessing, like divine intervention, like the universe finally stepping in. But it's not. It's a trap, because help that comes with strings is never help. It's a transaction, and in that transaction, you're not the beneficiary. You're the currency. Real strength isn't winning every fight. It's facing every fight. Even the ones you might lose, even the ones that scare you, even the ones where the odds are stacked against you. Because every battle you face yourself, every conflict you navigate alone, every storm you walk through without someone else carrying you, builds a version of you that no one can own, no one can control, no one can use. Toxic help looks generous on the surface, but underneath, it's a chain. It says, I'll solve your problem, but now you owe me, and that debt will grow, quietly. Silently, until you're doing things you never imagined, for someone you never wanted to serve. And by the time you realize it, you're already trapped. So stop looking for powerful people to fight your battles. Stop outsourcing your conflicts. Stop handing your keys to someone else. Face it, slap, feel the sting, stand up. Even if your hands shake, even if your voice trembles. Because that trembling, that fear, that discomfort is growth. Real growth, the kind that makes you unbreakable. Not because you avoided the fight, but because you showed up for it. Fight your own battles, not because it's easy, because it's the only way to stay free. Your strength lives in the battles you don't run from. Face them. Face them.